Things will never happen if you don't start now. I will repeat again. Things will never happen if you're not doing anything, if you don't start right now, acting, moving. You have to stop justifying yourself. That's too much difficulty, that's a lot of issues, I cannot deal with it now, I have to deal with some other stuff, I don't have time, I don't have energy, and so on and so on. You have to stop doing that. If you want to arrive to the point where you're looking at your life and saying, oh, well, maybe I'm living my dream life now. That's the lesson I've learned in my mid-20s. I've been working and living alone all by myself for years in Italy. And from being a person who doesn't know any Italian and doesn't have any clue where to move and how to do things and how to adapt and, just being totally lost, I am now a person who has a success in her life. Of course, we define success in all the different ways. For me, success is doing things that you love, earn from that, and be happy with it, and also be in healthy relationship with the world and with myself, and just loving it and being grateful. This is for me definition of success. So coming back to what I was saying before, I feel totally successful after 4 years of complete struggle and not knowing the language and all the things I've described before. How did I do that? How can you do that? I'm not gonna be nice, I'm not gonna be the person who says, well, sorry for the mess in the background, I just moved to the house of my dreams. So I'm not gonna be the person who tells you that success and life and money, it's all super easy to achieve and you can, be the influencer and just, enjoy your life and that's it. You don't go with the flow when it comes to things like that. You have to be really self-disciplined. You have to be really, really organized and not even motivated. Motivation here is a myth. You have to be really badass in working hard, and you do not have to be a victim in your own eyes. I've been victimizing myself for, struggling, for studying during the days neuroscience and working as a waitress at night and passing the exams in the morning. It was such a terrible thing that happened to me that actually it was kind of difficult, and I've learned from that experience that I should care more about my health, my sleep at night. Even though I'm in my early 20s, I have to, balance in any case. Even though I need money and pay rent, I have to find an alternative that is not hurting my health, So this is what I've learned. And instead of victimizing myself, instead of telling how unhappy I was having this experience, I just reframe it. And this is the way I start to accept my mistakes and learn how to accept the outcomes of the experience I've had before. And this leads me to the peace. And peace leads me to energy. Because when I'm in peace with myself and with the life around me, with the people and all the jazz, I have energy to finally achieve my goals and work towards it and work very hard. Even though I know that I'm this close to my dream, I have to work still, I have to work very hard. So when you're expecting some magic in your life, when you are dreaming about moving to some other country and learning a language and doing something great with your life, the most important thing is the action part of it. Because the more you do, even though in the beginning it seems nonsense and kind of difficult and challenging and to not the thing that you imagined, let's put it like that. The moment you start doing it, it just starts to accumulate. And the more you accumulate, the closer you are to the things you want. I will give one more example on my own experience. Last year on these days, I've been working as a wine marketing assistant, something like this, digital marketing assistant. I didn't like wine, I didn't understand it. I'm not the person who likes alcohol in general. So for me, it was a huge challenge to even readapt myself, and I was feeling imposter syndrome in the maximum, and I honestly wasn't actually effective at the job. And somehow I managed to stay there for 1 year, even though I felt that I was keeping someone else's place and I wasn't very effective. It wasn't actually a good thing for me. So that was a lot of things that were going on and made me miserable with myself and with the job I've been doing. And at some point, I said, okay, well, I've studied for 6 years psychology and neuroscience, and I've graduated in 2021. And I was like, okay, my dream is to be a psychologist. Why I am stuck in here? Turns out, when you are even this close to your dreams, it becomes even harder because you feel that it's too slow and you feel lost even more than before, because you're like, I've been so many years pursuing this dream. Where the outcomes? When I'm gonna be there, you know? And I said to myself, okay, whatever you're doing right now, just enjoy it, take your time. Maybe it's the right place to be. We don't know. What you're gonna do now is you're going to plan. What are you going to do the next year on this exact day? Call it manifestation, I don't know. I think that it's very important to visualize things that you want in your life in order to program your brain cells into that direction, because our brain cannot actually distinguish the reality from imagination. So if you pursue something in your mind and you imagine it in all the colors possible, you're gonna achieve it in the real life. So I started to plan everything. Like in my head, I took this diary kind of thing and I was writing down every step. Like, I'm gonna do this and that, and then I'm gonna get licensed, and then I'm gonna go do the psychotherapy school, and this whole thing I just packed as a future life that I will come when I'm gonna be ready, but no more than 1 year. So the process started. And somehow I realized that the energy that I didn't have before to find, internships, to prepare for the exam and all that stuff, it just started to come back to me. And 1 year after, I'm here working as a work and organizational psychologist, preparing for the state exam to get licensed, and doing that all in total Italian, like without even a drip of English. And that's why my English is so bad now. I just lost it all. So this to illustrate that you are not only capable of dreaming, you're capable of creating the whole structure of action that's behind of it and start moving towards it. And sometimes dreams seem impossible and very far from our capabilities, but if you look closer and if you start to drop everything into small pieces, you will realize that there is nothing impossible, and the only thing that's behind every dream that you wanted to achieve is action. You just have to start to act. And I don't know, I lived in some sort of, maybe you're not like me, but I lived in some sort of vacuum where everything was black and white. You either very successful from the beginning, I don't know, it's just you born into money and success, or it's just, I don't know, you never arrive there, you just stay in the middle. And I also felt that the success and money of the modern world, it just can come, one day you will wake up and be famous, and you know, all this stuff that's circulating in media telling you that actually working hard is not so important, you should procrastinate because you should give yourself some time, you know, because creativity is related to procrastination. Not true. It's like I've been allowing myself to believe in these things because they were convenient. But the reality doesn't work like that. There is nothing black and white. There's no black and white, first of all. It's a continuum, so you gotta choose your own colors. And moreover, there's nothing that comes easy and, you know, with the flow. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I've been like totally frustrated first when I realized. I was just like, somehow I will become a psychologist after studying, you know. I didn't have like a process of the fact that I will actually have to work 1 year for free as a psychologist because I need to do the internship, which is tirocinio in Italiano, because you have to do that process to be allowed to the state exam, and then you can get license. Somehow it was all like okay, I will finish this and then I will receive all the gifts, all the you know, things that I've been dreaming of. But the reality wasn't like that. It was actually when I finished studying, or when I finished something that I was thinking that will lead to some results, I actually never received them results, because after that I had to work even more. And it was weird to realize that the life isn't so easy as it sometimes seems. So if you want to do something, do it. Just drop a stone with a small step. Just try and move and do. And if you fail more and more and more, just continue doing it. Despite the fact of the feeling, you know, like frustration and angry, just continue doing it. Because if you don't do it, you will never arrive where you wanted to. It means that you actually never really wanted that thing, and you've been lying all this time to yourself. So be attentive to what you're really feeling and what you're really wanting, and just do. Quick introduction at the end of the video, of course. My name is Hamida. I am from Azerbaijan, and for the past 4 years I've been living and studying in Europe, in Italy, in Rome. And I've been trying to return to YouTube for probably 10 times, and this time I am here to tell that I'm trying again. And I will be happy if you support me and just subscribe, put some likes and share some love and energy, and let me know what you think about this video. This was a video that I just wanted to tell out there, just put the information because it seemed important, and I hope it somehow affected or helped or reminded someone of something. And just thank you for watching, and stay tuned.